What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be speaking more about Konami's newest set coming out, Maze of the Master, coming out March 12th at your OTS stores, March 14th everywhere else. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited for this one, especially since it's a lot of trap stuff getting support here. And, well, for someone that loves trap-based decks, hello Dynamorphia players. This is definitely some fun and exciting things to come. And I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty stoked that we're getting some other anime theme, support here. We looked at Blue Eyes, for example, that just came out with a structure deck, and people going crazy for that. So it's nice to see Odeon getting some support here in this as well. It's nice to see we're getting some Zexal support from Tachyon stuff, Galaxy, right? Some Kaiba XYZ stuff alongside Chaz that played it in GX as well. So it's nice to see that alongside some more support cards for older archetypes, that being Trickstar, Perform Mage. And again, I will say this, right? Collector rare sets, they're not going to make you the buck right away, especially if you're trying to profit from this set. It's not going to be that, right? Collector rares, they don't age well over time. And on top of it, the set itself usually doesn't age well over time. Now, there have been caveats to that, right? There have been something like Crossover Breakers where, again, Ryziel, Malice, two of the biggest decks right now out there in the world, and making a splash and impact on a lot of locals, a lot of events. And that's an exception because, again, we have two of the biggest archetypes that are the best decks right now making that push. That's why that set is so popular and so expensive. And we're seeing a lot of the other collector sets not do so well because, again, they just aren't there yet. And, well, they definitely don't get the support they deserve, they need. And I think Maze of the Master is probably going to go down that same stretch. You'll have your expensive cards here and there, but it won't be anything crazy. I think this will be a good set as well for, building on something. But it definitely won't be all the way there. I'm excited for this one for sure. Don't get it mistaken. Again, some trap-based theme support here, which I'm going to love playing. We're going to see other cards that we're going to take a look at after as well that probably will go up because of this. Now, will it make a splash at your locals? Will it maybe show up at maybe an event? Sure, it can. But again, the three major decks right now is Ryziel, Malice, and even Blue Eyes. So I don't see any of these archetypes really nudging themselves into a top at, YCS. Again, it could show up at your locals here and there. It'll be hard to see that showing up your locals, but again, it can make a splash. It can have that one instance where we saw Fire Kings end up becoming first place for some weird and crazy reason. But again, sometimes you get that luck, right? Luck of the draw, but it's one of those things you gotta be very lucky, especially against these three major decks. You gotta be lucky. And again, Crossover Breakers was a given because of those two archetypes becoming what it is, and I just don't see that here in this one. I think the artworks in this one look amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love a lot of what I'm seeing here in terms of the artworks. I love just anime theme based decks getting support, especially someone like Odeon. But I just don't think it's going to make a huge impact, if I'm going to be honest with everybody. But that should not take away from the excitement that you should have for this set. If you are excited for this set, rip it, have fun. That's all what it's about in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just ripping packs, having fun, and building a deck that you might think that could top, right? Maybe you have that idea, that thought process that I'm not even looking at, that you can build a number one deck. So there's always that as well. But I will say this, if you're looking at the market, if you're looking to make a profit off this, just don't see it happening for this one. Again, you'll have your one-offs, your two-offs of things being expensive, but that's just a given with any set. But collector sets, again, they don't age well. They really don't. And again, I just want to take a look at some other stuff that probably will go up in price as well because of this trap-based theme deck that we have here in Maze of the Master, and that being Solo Hat Rabbit. We've been talking and saying this a lot in my market watches for past months now, that if you did not pick up Solo Hat Rabbit already, it's definitely something that should be on your radar to pick up very soon rather than later, especially given its effect. It definitely can see its price tag move up in the direction really fast. You're getting that OTS ulti very soon and OTS pack 27, so you're probably going to see Solo Hat Rabbit in the QCR market probably stabilize, maybe go up a little bit. I feel like the Ultimate Rare might overtake this, if anything, but we'll see what people prefer as well. But again, you have that reprint coming with another high rarity for this one. Again, you can get the secret rare. It's not that high in price. It's about $13 if you want it. $14 really. 15 probably with tax, but it's not that bad right now. But low listings do appear to happen over time, and 79 listings might look like a lot. When Maze of the Master come out and people do want to play those trap-based themed decks, it might not be as high listings as you might once have thought. So, just keep that in mind as well. You can see that price tag move up in the future really fast. It has moved up before really fast in the past and when I was doing market watches. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going up again. Argo Stars is another archetype that you should be aware of as well that could be going up in price. Just be aware of these things happening. It is going to start ticking upwards, and you can see that clock ticking up for this one as well. So just start noticing these trends, because these trap-based decks, they're here to stay, they're here to win, and they're here to play. Eldritch, we talked about this one a lot on Market Watch as well. Eldritch, the Golden Lord, this alternate artwork of the Core Century career has definitely increased over time. I think this was about $6, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $6. Oh my god, right on the target. $6, and yeah, like you can see, $20 now. So it definitely has gone up. The other original artwork for Eldritch is actually hasn't gone up that much, but yeah, it was once at 4. It's about 10 now. So definitely a little tick up in price, but things are starting to escalate and move up in price. Those listings, like I said, 38, 26 here, it seems like a lot. It's not. If you don't want a high rarity, of course you can buy a cheaper version. There's so many out there. But I know a lot of people, if they're building their deck, if they're taking it to locals, if they're taking it to big events, they want high rarity. They want the big, nice, shiny stuff. So can't blame you. I understand. And something to note, Maze of the Master booster box. Yes, right now for pre-sale, it's going for around 82. Expect that number to come crashing down pretty fast once it's released, and a week or so goes by. Expect that number to be closer to like 65, 70, and even further down as we move on into the coming, further weeks of this being out. I just don't see this one being a hit. I think it's a fun set. I think it's a cool set. Don't get that mistaken. I'm definitely picking up a box to just open for fun, but don't think that you can make a profit or anything off this. It's just not in the cards, I believe. But fun stuff overall. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you like Maze of the Masters? Do you think it's going to be profitable? Do you think it's going to be expensive? Do you think there's going to be expensive cards in this set? And what do you think about collector rares? Because honestly, I've kind of given up on the thought process that collector rares look nice, because I'm not really a fan anymore. But I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. There are 2 Core Century Secret Rares in this set as well, and I cannot wait to see what they are. So, from yours truly, Sparkman, we'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.